You are standing in a crowded, noisy room surrounded by dozens of people, but your focus is entirely on the woman standing 3 feet away from you. To anyone else, she is just having a conversation, but to an observer trained in the dark arts of behavioral analysis, she is screaming for your attention without uttering a single word. You might think that attraction is found in the grand gestures, the expensive dinners, or the long-winded romantic speeches, but the truth is far more subtle and significantly more dangerous. Real attraction is a silent language written in the micro-movements of the body, and most men walk through their entire lives completely illiterate to it. They wait for a verbal yes or a clear invitation, while her body has been shouting its desire for the last 20 minutes. Tonight, we are going to tear down the wall of confusion and decode the specific physical triggers that reveal when a woman is secretly craving you. We aren't talking about the obvious signs everyone knows. We are going into the deep-seated psychological responses that are hardwired into the human nervous system. If you have ever felt a spark in the air but weren't sure if it was real, or if you've ever walked away from a girl wondering if you missed your shot, then this is the most important script you will ever hear. We are going to explore 7 specific signals, and by the time we reach number 7, you will possess a psychological X-ray vision that most men would kill for. This is not just about dating, it is about understanding the primal energy that governs human connection. Welcome to Decode the Mind, where we turn the invisible into the visible. The journey into her subconscious starts with the eyes, but not in the way you think. Most men look for eye contact, but they don't look for the triangular gaze. When a woman is secretly craving you, her eyes won't just stay locked on yours. They will move in a very specific pattern. She will look at your left eye, then your right eye, and then her gaze will drop for a split second to your lips before returning to your eyes. This happens in the blink of an eye, often completely unconsciously. It is her brain's way of simulating a kiss before the physical act ever happens. If you see this triangle form, you aren't just having a conversation. You are in the middle of a psychological seduction. But the eyes are just the beginning. The real secrets are held in the places people forget to control. Think about the neck. The neck is one of the most vulnerable parts of the human anatomy. Biologically, we protect our necks when we feel threatened or uncomfortable. But when a woman feels a deep, visceral attraction to a man, her body does the opposite. She will tilt her head to the side, exposing the line of her neck, or she will begin to play with a necklace or touch her collarbone. This is an ancient signal of trust and submission to the moment. She is literally opening her most vulnerable area to you, signaling that she feels safe enough to let her guard down. If she is touching this spot while looking at you, she isn't just fidgeting. She is subconsciously inviting you into her personal space. As the tension builds, you have to look at her hands. Nervous energy has to go somewhere. And in a woman who is trying to hide her craving for you, that energy often leaks out through her fingertips. You'll notice her twisting a ring, stroking the stem of a glass, or smoothing her clothing repeatedly. These are called self-grooming behaviors. In the animal kingdom, animals groom themselves when they want to appear more attractive to a potential mate. In humans, it manifests as her fixing a strand of hair that was already perfect or straightening a skirt that wasn't wrinkled. She is hyper-aware of your presence, and her body is reacting by trying to present the best possible version of itself to you. But pay attention to what she does with objects. If she starts stroking a cylindrical object like a pen or a glass while maintaining eye contact, she is projecting her internal desires onto that object. It is a classic psychological leak of what is happening in her subconscious mind. But the most honest part of the human body isn't the face or the hands, it's the feet. People spend their whole lives learning how to lie with their facial expressions. They can smile when they are angry and look bored when they are excited. But almost nobody thinks about their feet. If you are talking to a woman and her torso is pointed toward you, but her feet are pointed toward the exit, she wants to leave. However, if she is standing in a group and her feet are pointed directly at you, even if she is talking to someone else, you are the person she is most interested in. Her body is physically preparing to move toward the object of its desire. This is a hardwired response that is almost impossible to fake. If her knees and feet stay locked in your direction, her mind is already yours. Then comes the mirroring effect. This is the ultimate sign of psychological synchronization. When two people are deeply attracted to each other, their nervous systems begin to mimic one another. If you take a sip of your drink, she will take a sip of hers a few seconds later. If you lean back, she will lean back. If you whisper, her voice will drop in volume to match yours. This is her brain's way of saying, I am like you, and I am with you. It creates a loop of comfort and shared reality. Most men miss this because they are too busy thinking about what to say next. But if you stop talking for a second and just observe the rhythm of her movements, you will see the dance of mirroring. If she is mirroring you, the bridge between you is already built. You don't need to do anything fancy. You just need to walk across it. As we move toward the final and most powerful signal, we have to talk about accidental touch. This is the point of no return. A woman who is craving you will look for excuses to break the touch barrier. It might be a brush against your arm as she laughs, or her leg might press against yours under a table and she doesn't pull it away. In the world of social interaction, these are never accidents. They are probes. She is testing your reaction. She is seeing if you are a man who is comfortable with her closeness, or if you are going to recoil in hesitation. If she touches your arm and you don't flinch, if you stay steady and grounded, her attraction for you will triple in that moment. She is looking for a man who can handle the heat of her interest without getting burned. Now we reach the final signal, number 7, the one that separates the masters from the amateurs. It is the proximity shift. Watch her personal space. Every human has an invisible bubble around them, usually about 18 inches wide. We only let people we trust and desire into that bubble. If a woman is secretly craving you, she will slowly, almost imperceptibly, shrink the distance between you. She will lean her chair closer. She will move her glass into your zone, or she will step just an inch closer than social norms dictate. She is testing the air. She is waiting to see if you will claim the space she is offering. This is the moment where most men fail because they don't recognize the invitation. They stay polite, they stay distant, and eventually the window of opportunity closes. But the man who understands the psychology of attraction knows that this shift is the ultimate green light. It is her body's way of saying, I am ready for you to take the lead. Communication is never just about the words you speak. It is about the energy you occupy. When you learn to see these 7 signals, the triangular gaze, the exposed neck, the self-grooming, the direction of the feet, the mirroring, the strategic touch, and the proximity shift, you stop guessing. You stop wondering if she likes you and start knowing that she does. You move with a different kind of confidence. You aren't the hunter anymore. You are the prize that she is trying to win. This awareness changes your entire presence. It makes you calmer, more observant, and infinitely more attractive. Because a man who understands the silent language of women is a man who can navigate any room, any date, and any relationship with total certainty. You have now been given the keys to a kingdom most men will never enter. You can choose to walk away and forget these signs, or you can start opening your eyes to the world around you. Next time you are out, don't listen to what they say. Watch what they do. The body never lies, and the secrets are all there, hidden in plain sight. If this analysis has shifted your perspective and given you the edge you've been looking for, do not let this be the end of your journey. Hit that subscribe button right now because we are just scratching the surface of the human mind. There is a whole world of dark psychology and behavioral analysis waiting for you. Don't be the man who stays in the dark. Be the man who decodes the game. I will see you in the next video where the truth gets even deeper. This is Decode the Mind. Out.